Once upon a time, in the bustling, never-sleeping streets of Mushin, Lagos, lived a woman whose name alone caused excitement or confusion, depending on who you asked. Her name was Aunty Bola, but in the whole of Mushin and parts of Surulere, she was famously known as the party rice prophetess. She wasn't a prophetess in church. Her ministry was different, unique, divine. Aunty Bola had a spiritual gift, one that allowed her to sense the aroma of party Jollof rice from kilometers away. It didn't matter if the rice was still inside a cooler or just being turned in the pot. Once it hit the air, Aunty Bola would sniff it out and find her way there, even if she didn't know who was celebrating. She was in her early 40s, single, cheerful, and always full of vibes. Her hips were bold, her laughter could shake canopies, and her gele was always so high and dramatic, you'd think it was trying to reach heaven. Her makeup, loud enough to wake the ancestors. Her handbag, bigger than most weekend travel bags, because she wasn't just coming to eat, she came to collect blessings for home too. But that wasn't all. Hidden under her wrapper were folded nylon bags and empty takeaway containers. Some still had faded ShopRite logos on them, bags she'd kept from 2019 faithfully. Now, nobody could say what Aunty Bola actually did for a living. Some said she was a retired teacher. Others said she once sold Ankara before the market spoiled. But what everyone agreed on was this. If there was food somewhere in that Lagos, especially jollof rice with firewood smoke, she would be there, invited or not. At every party, she would arrive with boldness and confidence, smiling and greeting everyone like long-lost relatives. "Ah, Aunty Sade, I didn't know you'll be here. You're glowing, oh! Is that your daughter? She's tall now, oh!" Sade, confused and flattered, would smile back, not realizing they had only met minutes earlier at the entrance, where Aunty Bola was asking where to drop her gift, a beautifully wrapped empty box. When the servers began to roll out food, that was her moment. She'd position herself near the food table and begin her motivational speech. "Please, give that plate generous portion. Life is already hard. Don't be stingy with meat. Let love lead. When rice is plenty, wahala is few." If they tried to skip her, that's when the fire would start. An, are you people blind? You're just walking past me like I'm chair cover? Because I didn't wear the bride's owambe? Am I not a child of God again? Did Jesus wear lace when he fed 5,000 people? She would make so much noise, even the DJ would reduce the volume and peep. Drinks? Don't worry. She came prepared with an empty plastic bottle. She'd pour malt into it, then quietly drop a bottle of Fanta into her handbag. "Let me balance it spiritually," she would say, nodding like a prophet receiving vision. Oh, one Saturday morning, Aunty Bola was getting ready like it was her own wedding. She wore her signature blue lace, with a pink gele that looked like satellite dish. She had heard from the salon earlier that week about a big wedding happening at Ijesha. That was all the information she needed. As she stepped out of her flat, her neighbor, Madame Rita, saw her. Bola, where are you going this early?" Aunty Bola smiled sweetly. "I'm going for a wedding, Ma." "Whose wedding?" Madame Rita asked, folding her arms. Aunty Bola paused for a second. She had no clue. She hadn't even asked for names. All she cared about was the location and the menu. So with a straight face, she said, "Ma, the important thing is that there'll be party jollof. When I get there, I'll know the celebrant's name." Madame Rita hissed and shook her head. "Did they swear for you with party rice?" But Aunty Bola just smiled and said, "Mummy, you have husband and children. That's your joy. Me, rice is my joy. Food is my peace of mind." And with that, she strolled out like a woman on a mission from heaven. She arrived at the wedding venue before even the decorators were done tying the chair ribbons. "Good morning, oh," she greeted the caterers. "I'm here to help. Do you people need extra hands?" By the time the MC introduced the parents of the bride, Aunty Bola already knew all the servers by name. She complimented them like a seasoned politician. Sister Bunmi, your makeup is giving is that Huda Beauty? Uncle Shola, this your rice smells like destiny. You added bay leaf, Abi? Before you knew it, her plate was overflowing. Smoky jollof, fried rice, gizdodo, muamua, puff puff, samosa, goat meat, turkey, snail, and one lonely spoon of coleslaw for balance. And if they gave her only one piece of meat? Ha! You want me to disgrace you here? Me that took care of this boy in 2006 when his mother traveled for Omugwo? I beg, add 2 more meats, Jor. Nobody ever argued with her. She was too convincing. After eating, she packed 2 extra servings into her bag, one for night food and the other for tomorrow after church. As she stood to leave, she turned to the servers and said, "Thank you, my people. May your own never spoil. May your pot of jollof never burn. May you never serve stew without meat in your lifetime." And just like that, she disappeared into the crowd, gel swaying, bag heavy with blessings. Do you have someone like Aunty Bola in your neighborhood? Let me know in the comments. And before you continue, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more amazing stories. Your support keeps the stories coming. One hot Saturday morning in Mushin, the kind of morning that screamed owambe, the whole street was bubbling with life. Canopies lined up, plastic chairs everywhere, and the aroma of fried meat dancing through the air like an angelic whisper from heaven. Aunty Bola stepped out of her 1-bedroom flat at 7B Adderwale Close, looking like royalty. She wore purple lace so shiny it could blind the sun, with a gele that looked like a satellite dish ready to connect to CNN. She hadn't received any formal invite. In fact, she didn't even know who the celebrants were. All she saw were canopies and smoke. And to her, that was the Lord's signal. She bounced into the venue like a chairlady of the occasion. "Sister Toyin, you're looking younger than last week," she said, hugging a woman who clearly didn't know her. "Uncle Mike, Ainin, you didn't tell me your daughter is getting married today, nah?" She smiled, even as the man looked at her like she just dropped from Jupiter. She moved through the crowd like breeze, greeting strangers like old friends. But something felt off. No loud DJ shouting, "Make some noise!" No MC cracking dry jokes, just soft gospel music playing in the background and a massive banner that read, "Celebration of Life, Pa Alabi, 1940 to 2025. Aunty Bola froze mid-bite of puff puff. "Ha! Wait first. What am I celebrating here?" she whispered. She glanced around. People were in black and purple Ankara, some dabbing their eyes, others looking confused at her dance moves. She gently turned to a woman sitting nearby. "Sorry, is this not Kemi and Dio's wedding?" The woman gave her a deadly side-eye. "Auntie, na burial you come crasho. This is Pa Alabi's final burial." Aunty Bola wanted to disappear. She slowly dropped her puff puff. Before she could sneak away, the MC's voice boomed. "Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome one of Baba Alabi's oldest friends. She's been here hugging everybody. Mummy, please come forward and say a few words." The crowd turned. Clap, clap, clap. She adjusted her gele and walked forward like someone carrying emotional load. When she reached the mic, she sniffed dramatically. "Baba Alabi. He was a man of peace. He touched so many lives with his Jollof lifestyle. I remember, one day, he gave me, salt. Yes, salt when I ran out. That's love." People clapped. Some even cried. Mama Alabi came to hug her tightly. "Thank you for honoring Baba. You're a true friend." Soon plates of food started arriving. Jollof rice, fried rice, amala, goat meat, fried snail, soft drinks, the full works. By evening, Aunty Bola had packed 3 coolers of takeaway and collected the souvenir, t-shirt with the inscription, "Baba Alabi forever in our hearts." When her neighbor Mama Chica asked, "Where you go wear burial cloth, come back with food and t-shirt." She smiled proudly. "Don't worry, I'll invite you to the next one. I hear say one burial day Shomolu next week. Pounded yam go flow like river." One fateful Sunday, Aunty Bola was strolling through Iyana Ipaja when her nose caught something powerful. Party rice. She sniffed again. Her head turned like satellite searching for signal. "Ah, Jollof day nearby," she muttered and followed her nose into a quiet street. People in suits and long gowns were gathered under white canopies. A big banner by the gate read, "Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses. Special Assembly today." But Bola didn't read it. All her spirit saw was the smoke from the backyard. She smiled, adjusted her heels, and entered with confidence. "You people really tried. This your wedding is coded O." One usher blinked. "Wedding? Ma, this is a spiritual program."
She laughed. "Nah lie. All of you wearing uniform, the DJ hiding, small soft music playing. This is undercover wedding. Where's the buffet?" She headed straight to the back where women were arranging souvenirs. "Hello sisters, I beg, is it fried rice or jollof that's ready? Put small goat meat join, I'm not picky." One woman looked confused. "Ma, we are setting snacks for the children, Capri-Sun and biscuits." Aunty Bola froze. "Capri-Sun ke? Where is the rice now? I saw smoke from outside." Another sister replied calmly, "That's from the generator." Aunty Bola clutched her gele like it just lost value. "No rice? No rice, ma, but we can offer you spiritual nourishment." "Ha? Spiritual what? No, oh, my destiny no do fasting." As she turned to leave, one of the elders called out, "Sister, you just entered. Come and hear the word of Jehovah." "Jehovah?" she gasped. "Ah, I was actually sent to check the transformer. They said the generator needs spiritual backup." She galloped out of the compound, wrapper flying behind her. Outside, her phone rang. It was Mama Chica. "Bola, you dey come Sede and Femi's reception? Rice Don Lando?" "Ehen, why you no tell me before? I nearly become Jehovah Witness by mistake." She jumped on a bike, gel flapping like parachute in the wind. In no time, she arrived at the venue. As usual, she ate and collected takeaway as if it were her last supper. One sunny Tuesday morning in Agege. Word had spread that Sister Ronke just gave birth and was hosting naming ceremony for her baby boy. Aunty Bola wore blue lace with gold sequins that sparkled like disco light. Her gele looked like a crown of a confused queen. At the salon, she overheard the address. Opposite Saint Emmanuel School, second compound by the left. When she got there, she saw people in white garments, canopies, and people shouting, "Hallelujah!" She paused for 1 second. Then she spotted a big cooler. That was her sign. She clapped joyfully, walked in confidently, and said, "Congratulations, oh, where's the baby? I want to carry him before I start eating." One woman stared at her. "Which baby?" "I heard its brother Tund is naming." "This is not naming, oh, it's deliverance service." Before she could turn back, the prophet shouted, "Yes, deliverance candidate has arrived." The spirit of gluttony and confusion just walked in. Another woman screamed, "She said she came for rice, not Jesus." Ushers surrounded her. "Please sit, let's pray for you." "Pray for what? I just want jollof, I beg." The prophet raised the bell, ringing it with power. "Spirit of owambe, spirit of rice demon, out." "Eh? Nami? Rice demon?" They tried to hold her. She kicked off her heels and shouted, "My gel is not washable, oh, no holy oil on it." She ran barefoot out of the compound. Just down the road, she spotted the real naming, balloons, a clown, and loud music playing Pataranking's Abule. She limped there, dusty, sweaty, and breathless. "Am I late?" she asked weakly. One woman looked at her legs. "Sister, are you okay?" "I'm not okay, oh. They tried to cast rice from my life, but my destiny rejected it." She didn't even sit down before snatching a plate. "Give me food, I beg. Let me eat and forget this my near spiritual experience." She ate like a woman that just escaped fasting and deliverance. As she devoured the smoky jollof and tender goat meat, something in her chest felt tight. Not hunger, not even shame, just something missing. Later that night, as she lay in her one-room apartment in Agege, surrounded by branded party souvenirs and empty takeaway packs, she stared at the ceiling fan rotating lazily. "Why am I like this?" she muttered. Truth is, Aunty Bola wasn't always like this. Years ago, she was a bright young woman with a 2-1 in business administration and a fiancé named Kundle, who she thought was her forever. They had dated for 6 years, built dreams together, and even opened a joint thrift account. Everyone thought wedding bells would ring soon. But one fateful December, Kunle traveled to the village and came back married, to his family's choice. Bola was devastated. She cried every night for months, lost weight, and even quit her small business. Depression sat on her chest like an uninvited in-law. Her friends tried to cheer her up with outings, but the only thing that seemed to bring a flicker of joy was party food. The colors, the laughter, the meat, the rice, it helped her forget. And slowly she became the uninvited guest at every celebration. It was never really about the food, it was about escaping her pain. But life has a way of doing full circle. One Saturday, at a grand owambe in Surulere, someone's 60th birthday party, she was in her usual element. Gele as wide as a satellite dish, wrapper matching like a true fashionista, and her trusted branded nylon bag folded inside her purse. She was about to ask the servers for extra nkwobi when someone tapped her shoulder. "Bola?" She turned. It was Tayo, her old university classmate, the guy who always borrowed her lecture notes and bought her gala back then. He was still the same, but now with pepper gray beard and eyes that lit up. "Ah, Tayo, ha, see who the Jollof brought to me." They laughed, and before she knew it, they were seated together, eating, reminiscing, and gisting like old pals. What surprised her most wasn't that Tayo recognized her, but how he admired her. "I've always liked your energy, Bola. You're so full of life. I can't lie. Seeing you again today is like destiny." Her heart skipped. She blushed. Real blush, not from pepper soup this time. They exchanged numbers. Weeks turned into months. Calls became dates. And for the first time in years, Aunty Bola felt joy. Not the type you eat away, but the type that fills you from inside. Funny thing, as her heart healed, her appetite for random owambes faded. Not completely, after all, rice is still rice, but she no longer gate-crashed every canopy in Lagos. Love gave her back her balance. Peace returned her dignity. And as she stood one day, at her own intimate birthday celebration, hosted by Tayo, complete with jollof, fried meat, and cupcakes, she smiled genuinely. No branded nylon bag this time, no desperate search for food, just joy. And a heart no longer needed owambes to fill its holes. Because sometimes, it's not deliverance that sets you free, it's love and healing.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on more amazing stories.